Hey everybody, I'm Nicholas Skinner with Skinner Games, and you're here for another episode of game reviews in 5 minutes or less. Now this episode you're going to get in a slightly different view because we're going to be going down to my desktop to look at some gaming dice. And here they are in all their splendor, the dice. So I'm going to talk about each one individually, each little set here, and roll them so you guys can see. Now this set is probably the most curious, and I'm pretty sure everybody's going to see first, so we're not going to do those ones. No, I'm just joking. So this set here is the PolyHero Wizard Dice set, and I just kind of have them all thrown into a pile. This was done from a Kickstarter recently, and I actually have more than what's in the base set here. So the base set comes with your D20, which looks like a little magical orb, and then you have your D8, which looks like a little scroll. The D12 is a wand. The D10 are potion bottles. The D6 is a fireball. And the D4 is a magic missile. The Kickstarter also came with this exclusive two-sided die, a spell book, so that you can use to do whatever you want. Even the odds, if you will, if it's a 50-50 chance of whatever has happening. Now these extras are actually sets that you can buy separately so that you can enhance the base set that you get. So I bought an extra pack for Magic Missile and an extra pack for Fireball that actually look like little reds. But people are curious about how well they roll, so let's take a look. So here are the Fireballs rolling. So here are the D4s. Not a bad Magic Missile. Here are the D10s. We'll roll those again. Here's the 12, the 8, and the D20. So as you can see, they all roll and stop pretty well. The 8 is the one that seems to be the most rolly, at least on my desktop here. But it does roll and stop still pretty well, considering that it's this round deal. Well, as you can see, it's not really round. It's got slots in which to stop. But the edges are nice and sharp for things to stop rolling, which is good. Overall, I'm really pleased with the PolyHero Wizard Dice set, and I'm looking forward to the next set, which is Thieves set, where their D20 is in the shape of a jewel. Yes, please! Now the other dice I'm going to talk about here is this one. It is a customized 12-sided die. As you can see, it has little bits of human with target areas on them. Yikes! What this is a hit location die. Now it's kind of big to comparison to a more normal-sized die because you've got these illustrations for people on them. And I got this one off of Kickstarter and by the creators Elizabeth with an S and Julian. It says Arc Spell Hit Location Dice. Now in this Kickstarter there were two that they actually ran. One was for a human and one was for a dragon. I didn't really need to use the one for the dragon, so I picked up the one for the human. I plan on using it in my game that we're going to be starting up here soon. And whenever we play online, we'll also be using it. Rolls really well. It's got some nice locations on it. It's pretty standard stuff. Just makes combat a little more fun to narrate when you know exactly where somebody is hit. So there's that one. That one's pretty fun. And the next set I want to talk about are these Q Workshop Forest Dice. Now these things are pretty slamming. I mean, let's see if we can get a good shot here. I mean, look at this. Look at the detail on this. Just the ivy. The scroll work here, the numbers are all super fancy. And there's the 17 there. Here's the 12-sided die. So Q Workshop does a really good job in making their dice. These things also have a really sharp edge for you to roll on. The only downside of these dice that I can really see is that the numbers can sometimes be hard to read, as you can see on this D20. It's kind of hard to figure out what the number really is. You have to pick it up and you gotta look at it and be like, is that a 1? Oh, okay, that is a 1. So I have been debating actually going in with gold paint and painting the numbers. But they're not recessed, so the paint would probably scrape off pretty easily, so I'm really kind of not sure how I want to deal with that. But these dice are just absolutely amazing. They are gorgeous, gorgeous dice. And if you, like me, love to play your elves, these are definitely a great themed dice for any elven character. The last set I want to talk about are these Viking dice. These dice were also a Kickstarter, like pretty much all of these except for the Q's Workshop ones. and are printed by Triple Ace Games. I have a couple of other dice that aren't sitting here on the table. I have another one of these D20s and a 12-sided die that shows 1 through 4 3 times on the die. So I wanted to show these because they're kind of this nice themed dice if you have warriors or barbarians or whatever else. And you can buy an option where you get the 2 D20s where one is an advantage or a disadvantage die of a different color so that you can roll them both at the same time and know which one is which. Now I bought a few extra D6s as well of different kinds so that I could have kind of what's more of the full set. The normal set of a dice is usually about 6 to 7, but I like having the 3 extra 6s, and this extra D20 is nice. But these, once again, are printed by Triple Ace Games, and they're a little bit larger than the standard die, because here's the Cube Workshop Standard die, and here's the D20, to make up for the cool Viking runes and things that are on this. But these are the Viking dice by Triple Ace Games, and you can see the other ones here on my desk. These are the dice that I will be using for our upcoming 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons game. I'm really excited to use them and see them in play, especially these PolyHero dice. I know our gnome wizard will be super thrilled. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and you found it informative. As always, happy gaming!